Hi, I'm Emily and I'm the founder of Bento. In the next 6 minutes, I'm going to show you how to install the Bento snippet into your application and how to give yourself a really personalized onboarding experience in your app dashboard. So what I have here is a fake product called AcmeCo. It might look like a lot of the applications that you have. And if you're a new user landing in, there's not a lot of engagement or clarity around how to actually get started. So what we're going to build is this, basically injecting in an onboarding checklist, some new feature, upsell and cross-sell cards, as well as some educational content that all lives within this page. So something that users can engage with time and again. So if you're going to do this, we're going to have to install the Bento snippet, build the actual guides, that's each of these pieces. We will launch them and then we'll iterate. All right, let's dive in. So with installing Bento, what you'll actually do is send over this installation doc to your engineers. They will do something like add in the ability to embed Bento into the app and send in some basic information like account and user information. The next thing they'll do is they will add in some empty containers on your page. And that's what allows us to easily place these different elements. And so you can see in this page that we have these elements that are just here and empty. So unless there's a guide launched, nothing will show up. That's this first part. It should take you about 30 minutes. Okay, part 2 is actually building guide content. This is where we're going to actually hop into Bento itself. Now, I'm not going to show you how I built every single one of these guides because that would, take a minute and you don't really want to see me type. But it's worth saying that the Bento builder experience looks and feels a lot more like a document editor and doesn't force you to spend time dealing with CSS classes. We also think and observe it helping users build things that are a little bit more focused on the end user experience and that journey that you want users to see, as opposed to focused on what elements to click on. What I am going to do is show you how we're going to build one of these particular cards, for example, this celebrations card. So coming into the Bento admin UI, we're going to find an empty state element. We'll call it celebrations. And we will add in our app URL. And this is what allows us to, using this toolbar, pick the elements that we want to edit. Now, I find it a lot easier, especially if these elements are named well, to actually just modify it. And a little bit of just spacing, and we'll go ahead and align it to the left. Cool. Now we can actually modify the content in here. So I'm going to delete this. I'll set this edge to edge to better fit with our branding. Okay, and that's it. We have built out one of our 3 cards. The next thing we're going to do is actually launch these different guides. When you launch, you can decide which users to launch to. So you could, for example, say only admin users should get this particular upsell experience. But for today's purposes, we'll go ahead and launch it to everyone. I'm going to launch this guide, and I'm also going to go through and launch all of the other guides that we have created. Okay, I've gone through and launched all 5 of our elements. And so we are here. Nothing is currently launched. And so we're going to do a refresh and we should see these various elements now start to take over the page. And that is exactly how easy it is to launch. Now, after launching, iteration is a critical piece because oftentimes there are typos or you want to change your messaging or experiment. The nice thing about Bento is you can, for example, make changes to copy, save it, and even propagate it live to users who currently have the experience. And you will see it update in real time. That's it. 6 minutes and we've gone from install to live.